question they have is ¿Qué tiempo hace? Which means what? What's the weather like? Okay, in this case they use the verb hacer. Now normally what does the verb hacer mean? Like hacer la tarea or hacer la comida. What? To do or to make. Now in this case we're not using it. We say what's the weather like? Okay, how is the weather? And there's a reason why that verb is used, because what they're saying is what weather does it make? What could it be? It could be outside, it could be the earth, it could be the weather itself, what weather is made, kind of thing. And that's the way they express it, so it's different than the way we say it. Now, when they respond normally, you use this verb here, hace. Okay, now normally hace means it does or it makes, but when we say what the weather's like, what do we say? We say it is. In fact, the verb form of to be that we use would be more like a star, because we're talking about a condition of outside. But they use hace. Now they have some of the expressions here that we have. We can say hace sol. We can say hace calor. We can say hace frío. We could say hace viento. We could say hace fresco. We could say hace buen tiempo, or we could say hace mal tiempo. Okay, so taking a look. If I were to say hace sol, what would I be saying? It is sunny. Okay. Now the word sol itself is actually a noun, and so what it's really saying is it makes sun. Now, can you kind of see how that could be used to express the weather outside? What does the weather make? It makes sun. Okay, that's how they express it. But we don't say that. We say it is sunny. We use an adjective. They use a noun when they express it. So hace calor is what? It is hot. Right. What they're really saying is it makes heat. The word calor is actually heat. Frío. Hace frío would be it is cold. Okay. Hace viento. It is windy. Hace fresco. It is cool. Alright. Then we have up here, hace buen tiempo. Good weather. Hace mal tiempo. Right. So those are your basic weather expressions. Now, sometimes, have you ever said it's hot outside? Have you ever said it's really hot outside? You never said that?
Yeah.
You said it, Ashley? Yeah, it's really, really hot. Okay, to say that, now how would I say it's very hot in English?
It's very hot.
Okay, it's very hot. What word did I use to enhance the word hot?
Very.
Very. What is the word very in Spanish? It's muy. We don't use it when we're using these. We use hace mucho sol.
So hace mucho sol.
Very sunny.
It's very sunny. So hace mucho sol viento. It's very windy.
No. Hace mucho viento. Sol means sun. Sunny.
Yeah.
See, what they're saying is when we use mucho, that means a lot or much. And so what they're saying is it makes a lot of sun. That's why they use mucho, because this is a noun. Mucho is used for it. Now, these explanations are just to kind of show you why they're using the words they are. As far as you're concerned, you just need to learn hace mucho sol means it's very sunny. Hace sol means it is sunny. Hace mucho calor means it's very hot. Okay? Hace mucho frío means it's very cold. Hace mucho viento is what? Is very windy. Hace mucho fresco because all these are nouns. There is much sun outside, or it makes a lot of heat, it makes a lot of cold, it makes a lot of wind. Okay, that's why they use mucho. Muy doesn't work. But here in these two, buen and ma are adjectives, in which case they can use the word very for it. So you can say hace muy mal tiempo. Okay, and that's how it's done. So here's our first way of expressing weather in Spanish. There are 3 more ways we're going to talk about. That's the majority of it, though. Okay, our next bit is using this word I. Normally, I means what? There is or there are. But in this case, what does I mean? It is. Okay. Same kind of concept with hacer. Now, this one, you can't really use all the other expressions. The 2 that we can use this chapter really with it is hay sol and hay viento. Okay? What is hay sol? Hay sol means it is sunny. Hay viento means it is windy. Okay? Now it's the same idea. Think about the word I. There is. Hay sol means there is sun. Does that make sense as far as expressing weather? It does. Okay? The way I look at this one here using I is what you can actually look out a window and see. Okay? Can I look out and see the sun? Yeah. Can I look out and see the wind? No, but I can see the wind blowing things, right? So I can see the result of the wind. So that's something I can see. You can look out a window and see if it's windy. Okay. So these 2 here, you can say, well, there is sun or there is wind. Can I see cold? Because have you ever been in a place that's really cold? Okay. And you look out the window and it's like sunnier than anything. There's no clouds. The sun's out, and you're thinking, ooh, it's gonna be warm. And then you run outside and you're just freezing. Okay. Yeah, it happens. It's the whole your boogers freeze and you start coughing. I don't know. That always happened to me. But it's something here I can't really see. In which case, if you think of I using the things you can actually see out the window, it kind of helps you with it for categorizing things. But as far as meaning goes, I sol and hace sol mean the same thing. I viento, hace viento mean the same thing. You can say hay una tormenta. That works as well. There's a storm. Perfect, because you can look out and see the storm, right? Good thinking. Smart. All right. I'm going to separate this one here because another way we can actually express weather is using the verb estar. Okay? This is the phrase or expression given in your vocabulary. Está nublado, which means what? It is cloudy. And this is actually directly translated to it is cloudy. Because nublado is an adjective. So it's describing what it's like. Okay? Because nube is the word for the cloud. So está nublado is a way that they can change that noun into an adjective, in which case they can say está nublado. So technically I can say está soleado. It is sunny. In which case I'm using the word soleado as an adjective, and so you can use está. But normally they use hace. That's the most common way of expressing the weather. Okay, so there's another. See, we're already on our 3rd way. We got one more to express the weather that we've kind of the book's teaching you, and it's actually using the verb llover, nevar. Okay, what does llover mean? To rain. What does nevar? Snow. Right. What do you notice about these 2 verbs on your list? Stem changing. Llover is an O to UE. Nevar is an E to IE. Right. So conjugate hey, we're gonna rain today. Does that make any sense? Okay. Hey, Dylan, you rain today. You're raining. Doesn't make any sense. So these are two verbs. You're really only going to use it in the llueve or nieva, or keep it in the infinitive. You might say va a llover. It is going to rain. In which case you can keep it in the infinitive. But really, that's all you're looking at for your conjugations there. Now, what you understand is when you do conjugate a verb, a lot of times it's the same way of saying it is raining or it's raining. Okay. This chapter you will also learn the present progressive, which is a way of using a star and then an ing word. So you can actually say está lloviendo. Anybody here familiar with that phrase? Está lloviendo? No? You ever said that? Está lloviendo? Outside it's raining. That's present progressive. We're going to be learning that. That's another way you can say it. Or está nevando. Okay, very common. But these are 4 ways to express the weather. The most important way is hace with all of those things. Hace sol, hace calor, hace viento, everything like that. Hay sol, hay viento, está nublado, or llueve, or nieva. Are there any questions about the weather? Yeah, Madison.
So like on the test, if you asked us to translate it, if we use one of those ways, if we didn't use a certain way, then we'd be wrong.
If you say like I frio would be wrong. But if you say hace sol or I sol, it means the same thing. Exactly